Hey, every time this video though. I had a million bitches came said I won't make it, but look at me now. Yeah, wasn't a limelight back then, but niggas been booking me now. This was a lip, come look at it now. Bitch, I'm exclusive, no best to lie. Bitch, when I go, I got smoke by the pound. Put me up on IG just to look at me now. Bitch, look at me now. Look at me now. Tell that little bitch to come look at me now. Look at me now. Tell her hating that hoe to come look at me now. Look at me now. Tell her little bitch to come look at me now. Look at me now. Tell her little bitch to come back. I'm excited, I'm up next, cause they time up at my time now. I give a fuck about next month, but like next year, I want it right now. Rolex don't tick, protect on my wrist, little bitch, I'm iced out. Bitch said she won't beat that sweet, cause all of my niggas gon' die. Y'all look at me, do me a badge, salute me. Professor Brett with the money ain't new to me. Bitch, you a captain, you broke, you ain't over me. Pulling these bitches on things, I'm a trophy. You little bitch, it's a brand new Benz. I ain't gotta talk to a badass bitch. Oh, home man, cause I'm getting that rich, I'm on. I ain't just a punk, I don't listen, my phone still paying off checks, little nigga, you throw. No plain Jane, I smash my bros, y'all ever on the hole, get the motherfucker blown. Big bands, only, and a bitch ain't crib, yeah, me too. I got it, drop top, my wig on sale. I had a million bitches take, said I won't make it, but look at me now. Yeah, wasn't a limelight back then, but niggas been booking me now.
Seven of Swords in reverse.
Bitch, I'm exclusive, no best to lie. Bitch, when I go, I got smoke by the pound. Put me up on IG just to look at me now. Bitch, look at me now. Look at me now. Tell that little bitch to come look at me now. Look at me now. Tell her hating that hoe to come look at me now. Look at me now. Tell that little bitch to come look at me now. Look at me now. Tell her.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. Let's do it up before I go about my day. I figured I'd put a reading out. So let's see what the tea is for the general collective, okay? And that way I don't have to put a reading out today, okay? So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Someone who's bitchy, liar, okay? But the Seven of Swords is here. So in the dark deck, there's somebody who's over manipulative, a liar, I don't know, but they want to put down the swords. Their light side of them is wanting to put down this lying and betraying and backstab. We have to keep in mind that even if somebody wants to put it down, they still did it, right? Okay. Well, it is what it is. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles, you know I can't do this without you, so please give me a guided, clear, collective message as to what my viewers need to know today. Okay? Remember, if it resonates, which it may not, please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? It helps to generate the channel. I also have my tarot readings, my personal readings up. So if you want a more in-depth personal reading, hit me up on my Facebook, okay? And I'd love to dig in. For some reason, I really need to keep, I really needed to keep shuffling, right? It came up in the upright. Okay, so it's time to really stand in your truth, stand in your power, use your intelligence over your heart, and really determine what you need to do next, okay? For some reason, I had to keep shuffling. It was not okay. Just keep. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the serpent. Okay? See how the serpent is? He eats his own tail, right? But it's like in the shape of the infinity sign. So what you give, you get. So we have to remember this. Always take responsibility for your actions and stand very much in your power, knowing what you did, and be proud of yourself because that one way or another you wanted to do it. So you have to take responsibility and understand that what you give, you get back. It's the snake eating its tail. And then that way you don't sleep all fucked up. You feel good about yourself and you understand that what you put out, you get back. You understand the laws of attraction and the laws of physics. Okay? Remember this, that if we're in some kind of situation, it's only because of self. We put ourselves in the situation, whether it be the mind, emotional, physical, mental, it doesn't matter. Yes, people do bad to us, but it's up to us whether we keep it or let it go. Okay? The serpent. Because we have the wheel. Fuck. Because we have the Wheel of Fortune. What you put out, you get back, okay? So it depends on if you're at the top of the scale or at the bottom of the scale. What have you been giving out? What have you been taking advantage of? What have you not been doing your part with and then wondering why people are doing it? Look at the bigger picture. Take responsibility for your actions and know that karma is a bitch. It's a bitch. It really is a fucking bitch. So take responsibility and have this wheel turn in your favor. We can always turn things from a really bad situation to a really good situation. It's just up to us how we take it, how we become this Ace of Pentacles, this serpent, this creature. We understand that we are not above and we are nor below anybody. We are all equal, and we all have the birthright to have a beautiful fortune. But we're suppressed and we're stuck, and then we have trapped in the lack mentality. Causes us to be this snake eating its own tail because we don't want to cope with our inner demons, and then we end up at the bottom of the wheel of fortune. This is why we have to address. We have to do the healing, and we have to accept self, good and bad, ups and downs, so then that way we don't go backwards and drown ourselves in the things we can't change, because that's what happens. We can't change anybody. We can only deal with ourselves. And when we're comfortable with ourselves, we don't need to drown ourselves in codependencies or other people or toxicities. We're good with ourselves. We accept ourselves, so we're good by ourselves. Anything that comes in extra is just that, extra. So, you have the Eight of Swords trapped in your mind, right? I had a couple clients yesterday that were really trapped in their mind too, because I don't just do tarot, to I do tarot a lot. Of my clients are males, and it's because they're going through something when it comes to addictions. So I'm also an addiction counselor, so it helps that I've been there and I know how it is to get out. I know how to get out of this self-imposed imprisonment. And this is what the conversation we had yesterday when I was pulling the cards for him. And this is what happened. It enlightened the fact and how we're supposed to get out of it. We ourselves have to get out of this self-imposed imprisonment. It's like looking in a mirror and knowing that internally we feel trapped and binded, but externally we're really not. We're really not. It's in our head. And until when we start to really eat our own tail and die a little and sit there with ourselves, we can actually flip this wheel of fortune in reverse and no longer sit at the bottom of it in this lack mentality thinking that the world is a bad place. It's really not. It is what you make of it. It's very full of adventures. It's beautiful. Okay? But you have to get out of this trapped place in your mind, feeling not good enough. Because you have the Four of Serpents here, okay? It's time to let go of this lack mentality, this thinking there's not enough, hoarding energies. It's about what you give, not what you get. Legacy is about how you make people feel, how you leave them feeling. If you're giving, if so much and the people around you are just like meh, 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 just shells of a people, get rid of them. Get rid of them. It's time to let go of this because they're just going to drag you down to their shell of nothing. Okay? It's okay to be alone. If the people around you are just shells. Okay? Because you have the Page of Serpents, okay? It's all bad news. The Page of Pentacles in reverse talks about bad news. So, you are the company you keep, right? So if somebody's sitting in this, I'm going to eat my tail for the rest of my life kind of energy and I don't want to change and I just want to drown myself, then the Wheel of Fortune is always going to be in reverse for them. They're always going to be emotionally needy, okay? And that's why they're trapped up in their head, because they need people. They're not willing to let go of this codependencies or this lack thereof, the lack mentality. And it's because they are bad news. We are the company we keep, right? So the energies around us always coincide with the things that are inside of us. So once we start healing these codependencies and stuff, we kind of look at the people around us for who they really are, and we're like, well, wait, maybe we don't want to be around them because it's the Page of Cups. Okay, maybe it's just admire. The Page of Cups is someone who's admiring you, somebody who looks up to you, maybe even has like wants to apologize or something. But it's an admirer because you're the Queen of Cups. You're intuitive, you're loving, you're kind, you're generous. You're going forward. And this is what everybody needs to be, right? They need to use your intuition in order to go forward, knowing that each step you take is for the future. Everything is for the future. You have to be guided instead of blinded. Instead of looking at things for what other people can give you, look at what you can give yourself. And then the people that are around you are just going to be beneficial for you afterwards. You're not codependent, you're not needy, you're just, you know, enjoying life, being this Queen of Cups, okay? But you're having a mirror, and it's because you're standing in the truth as this Queen of Swords. And everybody should be the Queen of Swords. It's the year of the Aquarius. So it's time to really put forward your best foot. Be truthful. Even if nobody is going to stand next to you because they themselves aren't sovereign, that's fine. You are, and you're very protected for it. So go about your business, and really take the fucking self-love cup with this Four of Cups. Okay, it's time to get out of this lack mentality. Is this all there is to life? Feeling like, you're not getting any opportunities or anything. Go after it. Make your own opportunities. Take the self-love that the creator, some God, your angels, whatever you believe in, yourself. Take the self-love cup. Enjoy. Live your life the best that you could live so that this way you have no regrets. You take responsibility for every single thing that you've done and you move forward knowing that you still have a beautiful life because the serpent's there. You have that Ace of Pentacles, a brand new start, but you have to reflect. You have to see. So then this way the Wheel of Fortune can turn in your favor. And you can get out of this self-imposed imprisonment with the Eight of Swords. Because there's a lot of people, it's time to let go with this Four of Pentacles and really let go of any kind of hoarding, any kind of lack mentality, anything that's holding you back to your next chapter. Because you have a lot of bad news around you, a lot of bad friends, whatever it is. It's just bad news, okay? There's no going forward, no manifestations, no nothing. And it's because of the fact that someone is just admirer. They're just, they want to come and offer you something, but it's a fishy offer, and it's only because they're watching and they're looking and the cup is filled. It's filling. So even when they come to approach you, as they're approaching, this water out of these emotions are spilling out of the cup, and it's only because it's obsession. As you're standing in your truth as this Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, very much abundant, very much intuitive, very much the leader and taking care of shit, because you're teaching self-love. So even the dark side is telling you that it could all be turned out in their favor. The Wheel of Fortune is here for the dark, and it's just about accepting, the ups and the downs. Wow. And really going forward to get yourself out of this self-imposed environment. Okay? So we have the Fool here with the light deck. And the Fool talks about new beginnings and taking a leap of faith and really going forward with your best foot. Like I said, but you have to have some kind of safety net for the bottom, because sometimes we don't know how far that fall is when we jump off the cliff. You know what I mean? We just take it with the grain of salt it is, and we have faith and know that we're guided to make the right choices for our own self-health and our own mental health and our own mental clarity. But we have to make a choice to jump off this cliff really with very little baggage, very little baggage, which means we have to go in and be this serpent and start to really eat ourselves and understand and sit in the shadow side so that we can turn the wheel of fortune in our favor if we've been sitting in a dark place or not. You know what I mean? Because nobody, like I said, nobody is above and nobody is below anybody. We're all equal, and one time or another, we've been in this situation, and that's why we can help others get out of it because we're not biased, we're not condescending, and we understand what it is to start over and over and over and over again until you finally realize maybe it's me. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just a thing, right? It's a thought process, and when you get out of this thought process, you'll see the Ten of Pentacles in reverse for what they are. Okay? The Ten of Pentacles is on top of the wheel. So you're gonna have to really let go of any kind of situations. The Ten of Pentacles could be family legacies, could be money, investments that you put in for long periods of time but have no fruition. Okay? This is the Wheel of Cycles. So the dark side is saying that there's karma at play. And the light side is saying that it's from some kind of Ten of Pentacles in reverse, some kind of broken legacy, some kind of instability when it comes to finances, or some kind of investments. When it's family, it doesn't matter, but this is tangible, and this is what's out of place, and that's what's causing karma. Okay, so you have a Knight of Swords on the Eight of Swords. So, the Knight of Swords in reverse is somebody who's going very, very aggressively towards you, lying. It's in reverse, the sword. So they're very manipulative. They're trying to get some kind of information. They're going hastily and they're aggressive. And it's because they're trapped in their head. Okay, they're in a self-imposed imprisonment in the dark side, and their light side is just wanting to do the work, wanting to push through, not understanding that it's a process. There's layers to this onion, and that you can't go too fast because then you're gonna make yourself. Uh, you're gonna go backwards even further. Okay, you have to take your time and understand that this stuff. It takes patience. It takes understanding that we're not perfect, that nobody is perfect, and you have to love self, good and bad, light and dark, ups and downs. You have to love self. Okay? Because you have this Hierophant. The Hierophant is on top of the Four of Pentacles. So it's time to let go of this religious thinking process, okay? Because it's the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's saying letting go. The dark side needs to let go of this. And the light side says that it's this religion-based thought process, of how the last whatever kind of century we've been living in. It's not right. You need to be more spiritual than you are religious. Okay? Because religion keeps you stuck, binded and blinded and trapped in one way thinking. Okay? Spirituality allows you to be enlightened to all religions, to all aspects of life. We do not and are not biased towards anything, anyone, any creature, anything. We understand that we need everything and everyone, so we don't not alienate. Okay, it's time to let go of this old thought process that we've been living in for the last fucking whatever years. And that's why I do tarot and I do my channel, because it's about change. And I got information this morning that a lot of people watch my videos. A lot of people that I wouldn't even know watch my videos. So change is here, and it's all about change. And I'm really grateful for you guys that you take the time to really, sit and listen and do the work, because you can't just sit and listen. You have to do the work. So it's really pointless for me to be talking if nobody's really doing the work, but people are. And that's what's so freaking amazing. And it made me do like a big happy dance this morning when I got that. I was like, what? It's so good. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you, okay? So put down this old thought process, okay? And whatever you've been holding on to, because it's not going to help you to get forward, okay? Because you have this Three of Cups. There's a lot of third party interferences, and that's why it's bad news. Okay, it's on top of the Page of Coins in reverse, the Serpent in reverse. And it's because of these third party interferences. These cups are running dry. There's nothing in there. So I was explaining to my client yesterday, when you're at the top of the food chain as emperor, empress, everybody around on the bottom, they feed off of your cup. There's nobody at the top to feed you because you're already at the top. So you need to get your power from the ethers, okay? But when the people are at the bottom, the people in your empire, whatever, they need you to be full. So then when your cup is overflowing, the people around on the bottom get the cup, get the water as well. Do you see what I'm saying? But if your cup at the top is empty, then everybody at the bottom is empty as well. You see how that goes when you are emperor and empress. It all depends on you and your energy, and we have to remember that, because then when we put too much on our plate and too many people are relying on us, and then we don't fill our own cup, we end up dry, and then everybody else ends up dry too. You see how that works? Okay, so it's really about looking and seeing where these empty cups are. Where is this no-win situation at? Okay, because you have the Page of Cups. Okay, the spilling of the water, look, of the cup. Okay, the spilling of the cup. I love my guides. Okay, so we have Seven of Wands. So it's time for when these people come into your energy, or you have like offers or whatever, you have to really weigh them out. Use your discernment in every single situation and really stand your ground with this Seven of Wands. Okay, really be protective of your boundaries, of yourself, of your energy. Give what you want when you want, but at the end of the day, weigh pros and cons. You know what I mean? Take responsibility for all your actions, because shit, we're human, and like I said, we clearly liked it at one point or another. But take responsibility for it. And if it's like spilling, block it. Okay? Because you're the Queen of Swords. So you stand in your truth always. And you have this Two of Swords in reverse. So you're no longer blindfolded. You see what's going on and you're very protective. You have those two swords. So if anybody wants to come lie, see the woman, she's wearing the Queen of Swords. She's got the two swords. And now the two swords come in with the light deck. And it's in reverse. And the Two of Swords in the upright is talking about being blinded, trying to have some kind of peace, peaceful resolution. But no, in the Two of Swords, it talks about not being blinded, seeing the truth for what it is, and having those two swords to cut off any kind of lies, any kind of betrayal, any kind of backstabbing, anything, because you are in your power and you're very protected. Okay? And then you have the Queen of Cups. I love how my guides look. They give me exactly how much I need. I love this. Okay, anyways, this Queen of Cups has no passion. It's the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay? This Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive, very loving, very kind, gives what she gets, but she's got no passion for life. She can't get it up. I guess that's what that means, because if it was a guy, that's exactly what the analogy would be, right? So it is what it is. This could be a guy, this could be a girl. It's irrelevant, but it's a Queen of Cups. It's a water sign. They can't get it up for life. And it's because life is probably boring. That's why same day, different thing, and it's the Two of Cups. There's no equal love. There's no give and take. This water is running, it's dry. So there's nothing that's giving back. It's like this Three of Cups, right? These third party interferences where it's an empty cup. And that's why these people are coming in with these dry ass offers, and really as they're coming to you with this so-called love, the water is spilling out. So by the time they get out actually to you, there's no love. It's fake. And that's where you have to put up your boundaries. Protect yourself. See things for what they are. And stand in your truth. Independently, knowing you don't have the blindfolds off. You're not naive anymore. You're very much intuitive, very much kind, very much generous, standing in your power, going forward with your heart. But you have no passion for this. No passion for this cycle that you've been in where you're eating yourself. Okay? And it's because the love is not there. And the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Look, in the dark side, the Wheel of Fortune's the upright. In the light side, the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. I love my fucking guides. This is beautiful. Karma is very much at play. Very much at play. And we have to look at where we've been investing in when it comes to these family situations with these kind of pentacles. It's in reverse. And now it's in reverse here. So we have to be careful because there's no passion. There's no passion because the wheel is in reverse. There is no future for this king of serpents, this king of coins. If he continues with a queen of wands in reverse, somebody who is, as I like to say, a slaptar. Okay? Be careful of your energies. Because you have the chariot. It's about going forward, masculine and feminine, in your fucking power, enlightened through the dark and all adversities. Okay, but you have to do the work and you have to stand in your power. Because the Five of Cups are there. You're no longer dwelling on the spilt milk from the past. You can't retrieve shit and you can't put the fucking milk back in those cups. But there is 2 cups behind you. That 2 cups that are missing, right? 2 cups that are empty. There's another 2 cups behind you that are completely full. But you have to do the self-love. And you have to love on yourself and know what you deserve. And if you deserve something, go for it. Go for it. Because the Wheel of Fortune is there, and there's no good karma if you continuously sit with this Queen of Wands energy, okay? Because the karmic mirror is in reverse. They are not your person. Sorry. There's no reflection of yourself, and that's why you're feeling like this is a no love situation. And that's why you have to protect yourself from these people who are coming with these fishy offers. Okay? Your Knight of Wands, you know, and in reverse, it talks about being promiscuous, being selfish, being vengeful, you know, going passionately with your wand, and now your wand is in reverse. Anyways, take the self-love, okay? Take the self-love cup. Your dark wants you to heal, and your light wants you to understand why the karma is in reverse. Okay. I got a bunch of things to do, and I'm 20 minutes in, so I'm just gonna check what the juice is really fast, and then I'm gonna end my reading, okay? Spirit guides, ancestors, oracle, show me what the juice is for today, please. Thank you. And then from this deck, okay? Show me what the juice is, please. Reading, what's the juice? What's the juice? Okay. So, somebody is low-key jealous. Popped right up on my fucking lap. That's okay. And now they're sad. Somebody's sad because they're low-key jealous. But they got their game face on, and you have no fear, okay? Don't fear these people. Put your game face on. They're just sad, okay? Because they're low-key jealous. Okay, let's get these girls off the floor. Okay, so we have a card down here, and it's the Ace of Wands, okay? Go passionately with new beginnings and really drive yourself, okay? You know, jump on it. Okay, because something's out of balance, and you need to bring balance to these low-key, you know, these people who are low-key jealous. They're just fucking fools. They're fools, okay? And there's something out of balance when it comes to your enemies. Because they're sitting in the dark. Okay, and you're peaceful. Bring peace to the situation so you can clear out these energies because you're extremely strong. Okay? This earth sign, or you're very grounded, okay? You have some kind of contracts here. But you're going to have to do the meditation in order to get the downloads, okay? And pay attention to the synchronicities around you because something's going to happen come the full moon. Okay? And it's going to bring somebody some kind of sadness because you're taken. And you're extremely blessed, and they want to blame something on you that happened in the spring, but you're a white witch, okay? And you do the self-love because you're beautiful, and they really do regret ever selling you out and that their mother don't like you. But have faith. Keep making moves because someone's doing black magic, and now it's being blown out of the water, okay? Because you're a fucking earth angel. All right, it is what it is. Yeah, let's get some advice, okay? I'm gonna get some advice for this, and then I'm gonna close the reading so I can continue my day. Your guides, ancestors, oracle, please show me the advice for this reading. Please show me advice. Okay, the advice popped on my lap. The advice is the Five of Wands. Okay, so listen. There's a lot of conflict and competition. There's a lot of tension and rivalries right now, and a lot of people are being discarded. Tensions are high, and you're being in the midst of the conflict, competition, or change that is impacting your ability to move forward. You and others involved are unable to find common ground. Everyone is fighting to be heard, and yet no one is listening. Calm the storm and listen to what others have to say, even though it may not be easy to do so. Try to open up and encourage positivity and productivity. Okay? Because you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? It says power and domination, strings, attachments, and self-care. Okay? The advice is invest some time into self-care. You may have been in a giving mood for much too long. Others may have been taking advantage of you. So stop being a doormat and protect your finances and emotional health. Be mindful of taking on debts. And if you are being charitable, don't gloat. Be sure that you are doing it for the right reasons rather than trying to improve your image. You see what I'm fucking saying? Okay? Because you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there's definitely a Queen of Cups in your energy, or this could be you. Okay? You need self-care, insecurity, independence. Okay? You're dependent on somebody with this Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay? It says, this is a sign that there needs to be more focus on your spiritual and mental health. Okay? Tend to the deepest needs to ensure that you're well enough to take care of others. Your emotions are getting the best of you. Okay? You have the Hierophant. Religious, ethics, traditions, marriage, and education. The Hierophant in upright position is telling you to embrace your conventional and follow the rules. Stay the course. Avoid attempt at innovation. Okay, listen. Somebody is really trapped in this norm, this old way of thinking, this traditional mindset, and that's what's getting them stuck in this fucking trap of this Eight of Swords, where they're in their mind, they're not taking the right moves that need to be taken for themselves, and that's what's keeping them in this conflict, in this competition. Okay, where they're needy, independent, and have no security. They need some fucking self-care, and it's because of the Six of Pentacles. There's no give and take. There's some kind of power hungry person who is attached to the Hierophant, to this energy, and it's because of a King of Wands in reverse. Okay, someone who's possessive, controlling, and impulsive. This advice for that person is, why don't we tug on these reins a bit? You've been brash and abusive, and impulsive behavior is about to get you into trouble. There's certainly nothing wrong with knowing what you want and but it's getting out of control. So reel it in, okay? You have to see the bigger picture, okay? Because the Hermit in reverse is here. It's causing you a lot of loneliness, isolation, exile, sadness. Okay? You're feeling like a misfit. Seclusion at this time may do more harm than good, as it will cause you to get lost in the world that's all around, the world all on your own. Okay? Be sure to connect with those around you. The Hermit may also be implying the need to investigate something that may have been troubling you. Okay? Do the work. See where this is stuck. Okay, because at the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles in reverse. You're never going to be able to level up, get anywhere in the future because you're going to be financially independent. You're extremely stubborn, really greedy, indulgent, and a bit sensitive. Okay, it says you need to evaluate your relationships with money and ask yourself if you're currently at a healthy pace. Do you overspend? Do you have an emergency refund? Draw upon your self discipline to save for the future while also enjoying the fruits of your labor. Be careful to avoid being a workaholic. Make time for family and friends while enjoying the hustle. Don't be too stubborn, okay? And I'm going to deck, and it's the Four of Cups. Okay, so somebody's feeling some kind of disillusion, missed opportunities, remorse, and regret. You're feeling stagnation and are having a hard time to focus on the things that once made you happy or fulfilled. Be mindful of the positive opportunities. You may be inclined to pass up on events, but you may later realize that you would have led to amazing things. So, love, light, respect. If it resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, okay? Because, yeah, maybe somebody else needs to hear this, okay? So, my bookings are open. Hit me up if you want a reading. I'd love to help you, okay? I have a bunch of different ways I do it, but usually Spirit tells me when you walk in my door. So, thank you very much. Love, light, respect. Peace.